Orpheus and Cold Weather in loser semis. I'm FinalS. We got Coney over here.
Hello, hello.
And we're about to start winners finals, so here we go.
And this one's going to be, is this 3 out of 5? I don't know if we're doing 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5, but it doesn't matter as we're starting on Mausoleum for this first one. Looks like IncredibleMeh is going for that Parasol. And yeah, so another nade. We saw him pull out the double nades earlier, but I think he wants a bigger arm just to cover Ribbon Girl's aerial offense. She's able to cover a lot more ground.
Not just that, but he probably was watching the last match and saw his use of the Tri-Volt. So he said the Parasol will beat the Tri-Volt, so that's probably a good coverage. There it is, boom, right there.
Perfect,
so
yeah.
he knows that can cover options. So he can set up with his nade and then just use it. I mean, he loves nade, doesn't he?
Yeah. I love that arm, honestly. So I was a Bark and Bite main, but then when Max Brass came out, I played him a ton. He was a really viable secondary for me, and the nade was what came out with him. Super strong arm. Looks like IncredibleMeh not able to get much out of that rush. Mr. M going to be trailing a little bit behind him, has one of his own.
And that's good. I mean, right now, M's in the lead. Oh, man. If it hadn't traded, that was going to be brutal for IncredibleMeh.
That is just tragic, but as you can see, these guys bouncing around. Nobody really breaking that middle platform, by the way. So when that middle area breaks, it turns into a trampoline, which I think could definitely do a lot of work for Mr. M on Ribbon Girl, but it looks like neither of these guys really trying to make that happen.
Yeah, now with only 15 seconds left, definitely in control of IncredibleMeh. He can just try to. There's not much that. Well, wait a minute. He could if he could get the rush off. I don't think it's gonna have time though.
Yeah, he's gotta throw a few more punches, and I think IncredibleMeh knows that, and because that he's just throwing out stuffing punches, knowing okay, the only way you're winning this is if you throw 5 more punches and land the rush. So he's just like, all right, I'm just gonna throw punches myself, stuff it out. That's how he got the win.
And I'm actually surprised M didn't just back off and throw arms to build rush.
Yeah.
That to get this. I mean, he was pretty close anyway. Oh, nice job!
No,
he doesn't connect.
Oh gosh, and that's where the camera can really mess you up. It looks like you have a perfect counter rush, but unfortunately, it just does not pan out. Yeah,
Meh was able to get out of the way just in time and still keep his rush punish. So he got 275 off of that. Great job.
These are the risks you take, unfortunately.
And if I'm not mistaken, Meh is undefeated at Xanadu.
Really?
Yeah, this guy has never lost at Xanadu. He may have lost a single set at one point, but he won overall. So at worst, he's lost 1 set at Xanadu, of which he still won the tournament.
Dang.
So he's very, very sharp.
We should thug finals him. Like, I know you got to fight both commentators. Throws out the rush. Unfortunately, does not connect.
He might be able to beat us 2 versus 1.
Bro, I'm still nice. Come on. I bust him up. I don't even care.
All right.
He's got the rush right now, pushing him
against
the corner.
Mr. All right, so I'm not sure about this. He's got the lead, but he's trying to time him out already, and I don't know. With 27 seconds left, I don't know if that's the right move. All right, safe play. He'll go for the block there to say, you know what, you can't hit me through this, and he dodged the first half of it anyway. So there it is.
And honestly, that was a much smarter thing to do rather than go for the counter. You saw him try to go for the counter earlier, and it wasn't working. Mr. M using that annoying playstyle. You can see dodge right, dodge left. I'm surprised IncredibleMeh didn't kind of catch wind of that because he kept doing the same dodging pattern over and over, and he's able to get away with it. We'll have to see if IncredibleMeh can really catch on to that. He was doing dodge left, dodge right, dodge left, dodge right.
Yeah, and here it is. So let's see if he can. And that's in general, that's a tough pattern to cover, but it can be covered. You just have to sit down, think about it, and wait to strike rather than just punching. So Mr. M definitely with the upper hand. He's going to try to go. He gets the rush. Big play for him. 310. And he's got IncredibleMeh sweating, Tony.
Yeah, and that was a super good grab by him. So what happens when you throw out the grab, it's actually the most efficient way of building rush. Even if you don't know if it's going to land, if you're a safe distance from your opponent, you know they can't punish it, you can still throw out the grab just to be safe.
Smash crowd going nuts for the smash action in the back as well as the arms action here. As IncredibleMeh tries to bring it back, he gets the grab that's going to put him in the lead, and he's got rush online. Mr. M, ooh, good play there. It gets him back in the match. He's got to get his rush up before Meh strikes. Wow!
When he gets grabbed out of it, that is devastating for IncredibleMeh. He's going to have to pull out a miracle now. Mr. M has all the cards in his hand, but unfortunately, he gets knocked out of his too. He's taking a few bounces on the trampoline.
I'm surprised Meh didn't actually combo off the bounce, but here it is. So it's dead even. And that's what he wants. So, all right, so Mr. M is probably going to be aware that he wants the stunner.
Yeah.
And so far, he has not really got a stunner where it mattered.
Yeah.
His stunners have been mild. So Mr. M's doing a great job of dealing with that with Springtron.
This is just utterly tragic on both sides. Both these guys getting knocked
There
out of
it
the
is.
rush. And finally, Mr. M going to take a game. It looked like a double knockout, but not quite, as he's able to make it. And you got some, IncredibleMeh looking a little disappointed in himself, trying to breathe deep.
Dude, he's like, man, that was so bad. And I think that's what he said. I think that was him out. So
I kind of agree.
He's frustrated.
Yeah.
And that's how cold weather described Mr. M's playstyle. It is frustrating, and that has certainly frustrated him here with that first game. But it is just the first game. Yeah, anything goes here. So we'll see if he can swing it back into action, or if Mr. M can put him on notice.
Yeah, it really did look like at the end of that, it was just passing the game back and forth. Just some sloppy play on both sides, honestly. Like, neither of them should have dropped those rushes or made that happen. But fortunately for Mr. M, he finally was able to pull it out. He's got this potentially final set. I'm not sure. Is it 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5? We don't know, do we?
I think it's all 2 of 3.
2 out of 3? Okay.
But I didn't discuss it with cold weather, and I'm sitting here now, so...
Yeah, he came up and he just asked us, but
that's a slight oversight. But either way, we'll get it worked out. No big deal.
Sure.
So.
It looks like we are going back to Mausoleum for this next game. Not a big surprise, like we were talking about. Very beloved stage, I think.
Honestly, this could have just as easily been the default arena, because they hardly ever broke the floor or used the spring at all. And I feel like the spring greatly benefits Mr. M here. So the fact that Meh's going to go back here, do you think it's a salty run back thing, or because there's no advantage for him on the web, is there?
No, I don't think so, but it might just be a comfort pick. And as we were talking about, it didn't look like either of them was prioritizing actually letting the trampoline out. But you're right in that, like, if you're going to do this, why not just go to the training area, you know?
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how it plays out here. Looks like these guys are both switching around their arms a little bit. Mr. M with the double dark arm. Sorry, I can't tell you what it's called. It's the coil arm. As he lets out the rush, unfortunately, it's not going to happen. Going to get a little bit of chip damage, but that's all.
We've got Firebird this time on Meh. So I used the Thunderbird from Twin Cell a lot because that was one of her default arms. So maybe what he's thinking is, I can just get it, rather than use the Parasol, there, great job to just block it, advance the guard into the rush.
Whatever that thing is called.
Yeah.
But when you block and you dash forward, that was an awesome use of that block. Because it looks like IncredibleMeh is very well suited to take off this first game, just needs to land about one more punch. Yeah, and he jumps right into it. Good stuff.
What's also interesting is that Mr. M went off of the Tri-Bolt. He went to double punch, and has he got Sparky now? Yeah, he does. He has Sparky. Okay, so we'll see if this plays in. So charge Thunder hits will stun your opponent and basically give you a free grab. We haven't really seen any Thunder items at all. Why do you think you would go for Firebird over Thunderbird? This is custom, so you can use whatever you want. Why do you think Firebird over Thunderbird?
Well, generally the fire moves just do more damage raw. So it's, you kind of go for those if you don't think you can get the right setup. Same with Nade. I mean, obviously you get 150 if it's a charge, which is an insane amount. Double rush coming out.
Oh, he
this
still
time,
gets it.
Yeah, this time Mr. M gets the better of it. He hasn't really gotten the better of those rushes yet in these games. He finally gets it as the trampoline reveals itself.
Whoa, Mr. M had him and then just dashed away. I don't know what that was about. You know what? Matt might just be thinking that he has Springtron, so you can just get a stunner whenever he wants. He doesn't really need a thunder weapon.
I think it's that, and I think it's also, I mean, you're using the bird to fight an aerial opponent. It's not like a grounded thing, and if you get the stun in the air, it's not going to do as much for you as, just the raw damage from the fire, and I think that's why he's going for it.
And it's not a bad play from M to go for the double punch. Here comes a rush. He gets connected, and he's going to get him on the trampoline? No.
Gets a little bit more damage, but you can see Mr. M kind of avoiding the trampoline. He's going around in a circle. Usually in arms, it's good to stay grounded. You don't want to be in the air, but it looks like he's still approaching from the air. And finally lets off that rush. It's not going to happen. IncredibleMeh playing very, very defensive here.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to make a real bold play here, and it's not going to happen. That'll be the game for IncredibleMeh, and we're going to game 3.
Yeah, that's the issue when you start playing really aggressive, like you got something to prove. If you start advancing on your opponent, every step that you take forward is another difficulty in terms of being able to react to the grab. So we'll have to see what happens in this third game, potentially final game. FinalS has left me momentarily to talk to these guys, tell them it's 2 out of 3. Gonna break their hearts. And I'm left alone with you. Hello, chat. How you doing? I gotta tweet this out that we're doing arms. How about here? One of you guys tweet that we're doing arms, because I can't. My phone's busted. Let me try. Nope, my phone's totally busted. All right, Gimmer, you're listening to me, right? You're in the back. Go ahead and tweet it. Somebody's hearing me. All right, so we're 2 out of 3, right? Got it. Okay, Tant just came back, told us all that.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure they knew. So they are clear on it. So before the game starts, and then they end the game, they're like, oh, so what do we do?
Yeah.
So
have to see what we're going to do in terms of stage. Obviously, we saw Mausoleum for the first 2 games, but now Mr. M's going to have the advantage of that counter pick, and on Ribbon Girl, that can be a blessing. Yeah, absolutely, and we're going to see what they're made of here. I mean, are we going to see Mechanica stage? Junkyard or Scrapyard, I should say. Yeah.
You might see Scrapyard. That's a counter pick also.
You know what's really funny about Scrapyard? So way back when we were doing the 2GG series for ARMS, we were hosting these tournaments, and we put in Scrapyard kind of as the lilac. We were like, okay, we need an odd number of stages. Nobody's going to pick Scrapyard. Everybody hates this stage, but we got to put it in so we can have an odd number of stages. Everybody went to Scrapyard.
I went to Scrapyard.
It was everybody's favorite stage. I hated it. And I was like, nobody's going to pick this.
Every time.
Everybody did it. Looks like DNA Lab is the pick here. And like I was saying earlier, you got to see who's got the curving arm on this one. Right now, IncredibleMeh has that Firebird. He's going to be able to swoosh right around those tubes.
Can you make the whistle sound?
I can't whistle.
I can't whistle either.
No. You have to go to a different stream for that. Sorry.
There's no whistling here.
Yeah.
This is our no whistling zone. The only whistling you hear is that Firebird going whoosh. Didn't go whoosh there. Go whoosh around the pillar.
You got the double dark arms coming out from Mr. M once again.
There it was. Got a clean whistle there.
You can see them both kind of playing around those pillars. IncredibleMeh getting the better of it, but that dark arm, that does 140. I didn't realize that.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot, and that's not like segmented damage like the nade, where it's like boom, boom. It's just pow. You get that much damage.
Yep, and Mr. M with the lead, but Meh with the rush. Oh, he's going to hide behind the pillar and just get the block up. Good move by M. So M currently with the lead, and even playing field, 38 seconds on the clock. And here he goes. This is what we see every time he gets a 2-bar lead like this. He's just going to chill out and take chip shots where he can. Yeah. You can see that Meh's building meter faster, but it doesn't seem to matter, because if Meh doesn't get the meter up and get the meter hit in 22 seconds, it doesn't, it's a wash.
Yeah, exactly. Doing everything he can. Finally just lands right into that grab, and so smart. You can throw somebody into the pillar. It doesn't do any extra damage, but it does kill the pillar instantly. So if you can get that grab and you want those pillars gone, you can just throw somebody right into it, as Mr. M, well suited. Oh, and he hits the, you could see he went for the grab, but he just was not fast enough. He's able to dodge right out. Mr. M taking that first round. Yep,
and boy, he looked good. He hardly took any damage. I mean, he only lost a bar of health, so
yeah.
He's playing really sharp. The meter's even too. That's the scary part. Oh my gosh, what a call! He calls the Springtron stunner, and then gets the punish. You're not gonna get the rush here.
Yeah, he tried it, but you see he's gonna use the last of his rush to get charged arms. He's trying to chill out for a second. Still doing a great job of just playing very defensively on his back foot. What he's trying to do is get that rush without putting himself at risk of getting hit by rush himself, as he does there.
Wow.
But fortunately, he's able to evade it.
Wow, how did he get out of the way, Coney? I have no idea. That was so tricky. He's also been hitting nade to blow up Meh a little bit. The charge nade does kind of explode on you if you haven't charged and haven't gotten out all the way. So that can backfire on Meh, as you saw earlier. That's been something that he's been keying on. Not sure if it's potential or not, but it's working out for him.
Yeah. Pretty even in terms of rush. IncredibleMeh has a little bit less. Finally, the rush coming out from Mr. M, and he's able to land it. And this could be the deciding factor. When you get hit by something like that, and you're kind of on your back foot, it's match point. You could be really scared. He's got to find that intestinal fortitude, try to pull this out. Finally, this rush could decide it, but he doesn't hit it. Mr. M is well on his way to making it to grand finals. All he has to do is find a way to close this out, or just run away for the next 20 seconds.
I think that's what he's doing. He's just going to say, I've got a 2-bar lead almost. I don't need to rush this. There it is. He gets more than a 2-bar lead. He's got time. He doesn't have to bother here.
He's not even throwing a punch.
He doesn't have to bother. Side behind the pillar, 7-6.
Doesn't even need rush. Like, he doesn't even need to, and he gets, oh, I thought he got that grab, but even with the grab, he's not going to get enough as Mr. M defeats IncredibleMeh, and